This is another video, and this time I will be showing you how to install some recessed lighting. These recessed lights are some LED recessed lights. As you can see, it says LED. If it doesn't say LED there, it says LED on the driver. So what this does, we come in with an input of AC 85 volts to 265 volts, and this is a converter. What you do, you break down that input voltage and then puts out 10 to 48 V DC to the light. So I'll show you how we install them. So these come with some springs. As you can see, I've already fixed them together to the recessed lights. These don't come together, so you have to put them together. I could show you in another video how you put them together. It's a little tricky, so it will take you a little bit to get them in order, but I will show you how these works. As you can see, when I put on these springs faces downwards. So by these facing downwards, you would have to bring back the flap and then place them into the cutout holes up in the ceiling. Once you place them in the ceiling, the spring will fly down and grab on the inside of the ceiling and then force the spring. The spring will then force the recessed lights up into the roof. Like I said, these LED drivers, they have an input of 85 volts to 265 volts AC. And then that's the input, and the output, as you can see, is DC 16 volts to 48 volts DC, and that is what you're going to power your recessed lights with. As you can see, these could be detached easy. You just twist and pull, as you could see, and then you could easily change the driver if the driver goes bad. These are just some of which I'm going to put up now. I'm going to put up a total of, I think I'm going to put up 10 of these. I've put up 2 already, and I'll show you how it looks. Here are the holes cut out already. The guy didn't have any hole saw. I'm just giving him a hand. He didn't have any hole saw, so he had to do it with a normal hacksaw, and this is how it turned out. I will show you guys in a little bit how it comes. So it is as easy as this. I've already stripped back the cables. As you see, I have a brown and a blue. The brown is your hot, the blue is the neutral. Same thing on the LED light. The input cables, brown and blue, so I'll just connect them and should be good to go. Okay, so this is how it looks connected. The good thing about these lighting, it doesn't require any grounding, so yeah. So like I told you guys earlier, see how these flaps are facing down? What I'll have to do, I'll have to position them up. So for instance, if I want this one in, I could just use the inside. As you can see, I bend that back and that spring is there, but I'm going to need both my hands to put them up, so to bend back up this other flap. So I'll show you in a little bit. And this is how both the lights look. He would have to put some stuff around it because he didn't cut it properly, but I think by the time he finished with it, it should look beautiful. And this is the switch for it. Then here are the lights. Let there be lights. Beautiful. And that's the installation.